huge shout out to the Seattle Storm winning the WNBA championship. We're working on getting Sue Bird. This will be her 6th ring, 2 with UConn, 4 in the WNBA. Absolutely incredible in what the WNBA did, dedicating their season to Breonna Taylor. So we'll work on getting her. If we don't, huge congrats to the team and to Sue. We'll bring the guys back in, Stephen A. and Max here. And we've got some news with the Washington
football team. By the way, Molly, that's not even talking about international competition.
Yeah, she's incredible. Yeah, I've been a fan
Sue
of
Bird
hers
is like
for
one
a
of the
long time.
winningest players of all time in any sport.
No question. And she's been using her voice in this movement as well. Really appreciate her. Got some news for you guys regarding the Washington football team. So this just in, Dwayne Haskins has been benched, fellas. He's now the 3rd stringer behind Kyle Allen and Alex Smith. Kyle Allen will be the starter. Now, remember, Allen played for the Panthers under Ron Rivera just last season. Stephen A., I'll start with you here. Fair or foul to bench him?
Well, I think it's fair. They're 1-3. He's only completing 61% of his passes. He's got 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And Ron Rivera is the new coach, and he has an eye for talent. He coached Cam Newton for many years. There were a lot of times where people looked at Cam Newton and they thought that he should be doing better. But still in all, it never wavered with Ron Rivera one bit because he knew what a stud he had. To me, this is the ultimate indictment against Dwayne Haskins, particularly when you see Daniel Jones right in New York City. We all looked at Daniel Jones and we said, how the hell is the New York Giants drafting him ahead of Dwayne Haskins? We expected a lot more from the guy that threw 50 touchdown passes in one season when he was at Ohio State, but that has not been the case since he's been in the National Football League. I think that his development was impaired significantly by playing for Jay Gruden and his staff in his first year in the National Football League. But nevertheless, Ron Rivera can't be worried about that. He's got to go by what he's seeing right now. And I think him making this move this early is him saying, this kid is just not ready yet. It's not a good day for Dwayne Haskins.
No, and I'm surprised because I thought there was an argument maybe he should have been the top overall pick out of college. 1 year as a starter, even in that season, he was improving as the season went on and put up awesome numbers by the end of the year. I think he's a talented passer, especially when he has time to throw. And I'm disappointed with the way his pro career has gone so far. If you start in a dysfunctional situation, it's hard, I think, for some players to get going. And Haskins, because he doesn't have the same kind of depth in his pedigree as a college player, didn't start like a bunch of years, and is not the fastest guy in the world, had a little less margin for error when he got to the pros. And while no one's going to say Ron Rivera runs a dysfunctional ship, first year walking in the door after a rough first year, so now Haskins' second year, when the improvement is supposed to come from quarterbacks on a bad team, not really seeing the improvement, and then worse, winding up 3rd on the depth chart at quarterback. So much of most NFL players' careers is not just drafting them and identifying talent, it's development. And I'm afraid that Dwayne Haskins' development has really been hurt, and I hope it's not permanent.
Max, table that thought, because I understand that we do have Sue. There she is. So MJ has 6 rings, Tom Brady has 6 rings, and so does this woman, Sue Bird, who's probably very tired right now. Sue, first of all, huge congratulations. Getting it done again. We don't have a ton of time. Thank you so much for being with us. But you've also been at the forefront of an issue bigger than basketball. It's the social injustice in this country. WNBA dedicating their season to Breonna Taylor. Sue, tell me, what has this season meant to you?
Man, it's been nothing short of amazing because I think we came here with goals that had nothing to do with basketball. It's going to sound so cliche, but to be honest, we're all winners in a lot of ways because, like I said, we came here wanting to say her name, wanting to play for Breonna Taylor and her family. And like I said, we accomplished a lot of goals and had a huge impact on ourselves as well as hopefully the rest of the country.
Sue, congratulations. You won 3 titles in the WNBA before last night. Talk to me about how this feels compared to the 3 previous titles you won in light of playing in a bubble, no fans really in attendance, those kind of things. Talk to me about the comparisons between the 2.
Yeah, I mean, bubble life is weird. You know, you can't really get away from basketball. You're seeing other teams, other players, the referees in the hotel. So you can't really get away from it. So it's kind of stressful. For me personally, I need that mental break. But then, once the ball gets tipped, you play. You kind of notice there's no fans, especially during free throws, things like that, but you play. And then when we won last night, it was kind of bizarre. Like, there was no noise. They couldn't really have the confetti fall on us at first. So it felt really, it's just a strange experience.
So you are one of the most decorated athletes in history, any sport, male or female, one of the most decorated, not just team-wise, where everywhere you go, you win championships. Here, abroad, college, pros, multiple championships, and not just as a role player, but as a central player on the team. You also make all WNBA 8 times, 5 times all first team, right? So you have the kind of insight that very few athletes in history do about what it is to win. My question is, how do you do it? What is that winning about that very few have ever known on your level?
Yeah, I mean, I joke. I'm like, if I could somehow bottle this up and figure out exactly what it is and sell it, I'd probably be like a millionaire at this point. But I think for me personally, I'm a little bit of a throwback because I'm not out there to score all the time. Can I score? Yes. I'm all about getting my teammates involved. I'm all about, putting them in successful positions. And then, yeah, if I need to shoot the ball more, sure. So I think with that, they trust me in a different way. My experience now puts me on a different level with these younger players on my team. So I'm kind of this coach-player thing going. I got this coach-player thing going. But yeah, I think it's just this unselfish play that I try to play with that just allows for winning.
Sue, so after you have 2 rings in college and now 4 in the WNBA, what's next for you in terms of goals? Is it to continue to play and get another ring? You mentioned coaching. We talked about the movement you've been a part of. Like, where's your head with that?
Man, I don't know. I'd be lying if I said it, with the Olympics hopefully coming up. I'm kind of going to just stick with it until that gets announced, see how that goes. And then, I don't know. I mean, listen, real life is out there somewhere for me, being an adult and all that good stuff. So I might as well just keep playing and hold off on that as long as I can, as long as my body's holding up. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not really thinking about it too hard, though.
Okay. Real quick, guys, I want to get this in. We asked the poll result question. Is LeBron James the greatest leader in NBA history? 55% of you said no. Sue, where are you on that?
I have a ton of respect for LeBron. When you can recreate yourself from team to team, have different roles from team to team, get along with different players from team to team, that to me says a lot about somebody and their willingness to kind of give for the greater good. So I have a ton of respect for LeBron. I don't remember exactly where that poll was, but I'm on the good side of it.
Okay. You're on the 45 side.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Sue, thank you so much again for being with us. Huge congratulations. Really, really appreciate the time. Stephen A. Max, any final thoughts? We got about 20 seconds left.
I'm just real proud of her. You've been sensational for many, many years, and you've been such a role model in so many different ways. I just want to congratulate you and your team. And Breanna Stewart is the real deal. She's something special. Make no mistake.
City of Seattle deserves a win, too.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Stephen A. Max, Sue, have a great day.